everybody. Hello. Ooh, hold on a minute.
Oh my God, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Hey, everybody. Welcome. Hey, Controversial. Thanks for coming in. So, what's our countdown
For
our next cruise?
I thought you meant like New Year's Eve.
No. What's our countdown?
Our countdown? I don't know, honestly. I don't keep track of that.
So we've got 2 cruises coming up. We've got 1 and 10 days.
What? 2?
Yeah. And then we come back and we've got 24-day countdown right now for our other one. So 10 days from now, we will be on the Celebrity Reflection.
Ooh, fancy.
Out of Fort Lauderdale. And then we come back and we go on the Utopia out of, I feel like this light is like.
It's not, it's fine.
Out of Port Canaveral. So we've got a busy September coming up, you guys. It's going to be busy for us.
That's a light back-to-back. Very light one.
That's not a back-to-back.
We
got some days in between.
Yeah.
That's not a back-to-back.
It's like a sandwich.
We're not Billy J.
It's a sandwich. You know how a sandwich has something in the middle?
Yeah.
The buns?
Yeah.
The cruise trips are the buns.
Okay.
Is that fine? Can I start that as lingo? Let me know in chat if we want to start that as a.
That's not called a back-to-back.
In the lexicon.
A back-to-back is if you're in the same port, same day. You're talking about side to side.
Well, like a stretch side to side.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's a sandwich. I got a sandwich going on, right? No, that won't get you.
So anyhow, we got a 10-day countdown and a 24-day countdown. So we've got some busy stuff coming up here. Let me hop over and say hello to some people in the chat. And please remember to hit the thumbs up for us. That would be awesome. So we got Controversial, Scott.
Hey.
And if you didn't see, Scott and I were live together.
Do you remember?
About 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago for and you were with us. On the Helping Hands for Cruising. Yeah, we haven't been live in like 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, we had a little
seemed like yesterday.
We were not live last week, and then the week before we did Helping Hands. So yeah, it's been 2 weeks.
What was like the total that we raised?
I don't know. Scott, do you know the total that they raised for Helping Hands?
Yeah, let us know in chat.
So we got Mike and Rihanna. Hello. And we got Cruise Nuts. And Cruise Nuts, you're putting out some good drone footage there. So if anybody wants to go check that out, go check him out. Event Yours. Hello. Welcome in.
Hey.
And we got Will G in the house. He will be on a cruise the same time we are on a cruise, but he's on a different cruise.
It's incredible you're able to keep track of all that in your head.
That's right. I got it all up here.
In her noggin, the gears turn when it comes to cruising and other people's trips.
Mike and Rihanna said $6,000 was raised.
6,000?
Wow. 6,000. That's good. So yeah, hop over to Helping Hands for Cruising if anybody wants to donate over there. They do have a website. Hello, Filling Up the Bucket. I can't believe I finally caught you live versus the replay. Well, thank you for coming in.
Yeah, congrats. I'm joining.
So we were just talking about our next cruise, actually cruises, and it's during hurricane season.
Yeah.
So, which happens to be our topic for tonight, is traveling during hurricane season. So, those of you who don't live in Florida or along the, what do you call it, coastline or whatever. Do you want to tell them what an actual hurricane is?
It
do you know?
It twirls. It's big. It's windy, and it causes you anxiety. Because you start binge watching the Weather Channel like crazy.
Well, let me give you a little background. The word hurricane comes from the Taino Native American word hurricane, meaning evil spirit of the wind.
Ooh, that's.
Yeah.
Didn't know you about to go spiritual with that.
I'm not. I'm just reading you the
native
hurricane facts.
Hmm.
The first hurricane flew in 1943. Was the first anyone flew into a hurricane in the middle of World War II.
Hmm.
So anyhow, so what is a hurricane? It's known as a tropical cyclone, and it's rotating low pressure weather system that has organized thunderstorms, but no fronts. So it's like a lot of high winds really is what a hurricane is. Has anybody in the chat? So if you are in the chat, let us know if you have actually been on a cruise during a hurricane.
Jeez, that sounds like one heck of a ride.
Well, I'm not saying you go through the hurricane. I'm saying like you get rerouted or somehow you've gotten your travel has been messed up due to the hurricane.
Rescheduling and whatnot.
Yes. Let us know in the chat if you have been impacted during your travels with a hurricane.
Yeah, so I remember in school, hurricanes are caused because there's a warm body of water leads to a difference in pressure in the atmosphere, and then the mixture of the earth rotating causes it to circulate, which leads to an awful lot of winds being generated. There has to be like a certain particular amount of miles per hour winds before a storm gets considered a hurricane, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, like we've been living in Florida like most of our lives. We're kind of just like jaded by it. Well, I know I am. I don't know about you.
I don't know though if we've ever been impacted travel wise with a hurricane though.
No.
Like where we've been rerouted.
No, we're usually at home during those times.
But with us traveling Labor Day weekend, that's usually the time that there is a hurricane somewhere in the vicinity.
Because hurricane season here in Florida,
the peak of it is right around the end of August, all of September.
Yeah, for sure. That's where Hurricane Irma hit. I remember that was like a lot of drama for us.
It was a lot of drama. We had a lot of drama.
A lot of drama. But yeah, hurricane season lasts all the way up until what? Parts of November, I think? Something like that?
It goes through the end of November.
End of November, technically?
Mm-hmm. Technically, but our peak season is August, September.
And it's crazy because it's been crazy hot here in Florida. Like record temperatures.
But they're saying there's some Saharan dust or something down there where the hurricanes are forming that's helping preventing, but it lifts, I think, next
from
week.
like the coast of Africa.
Yeah.
Feeding it off of it.
Right. But I think next week is when it starts to lift and
it goes in high gear, you're saying? We're going to see more?
High gear.
Oh, boy.
Let me say hi to some people. So we have Scrolls. Well, hold on. Let me scroll up. I don't know where we left off here. So we said hi to Event Yours. And let's see. Oh, here's where we left off.
Yeah, 6,000.
All right. And then filling up the bucket, we've said hello to, and Scratch and Pete has come in. So hello, Scratch and Pete.
Hey, hey.
And hello to Scrow's Nest.
Hello, hello.
And let's see here. We have a question. What is the largest hurricane you have been in?
Largest?
Probably Irma. Well, we weren't in it. It was supposed to come here.
Oh.
And that was one of the largest.
As when we were as a couple, yeah, Irma.
Are we a couple? Just kidding.
You heard it here,
folks? Yeah, as a couple, Irma. That was but it didn't actually hit here.
I want to say a long time ago.
We had to evacuate, but it didn't. It moved.
I'm going off of memory here. Hurricane Hugo, I think.
Andrew.
No, it was way before Andrew. Yeah, but Andrew was another one.
That one hit Miami directly.
Yeah.
So luckily,
I don't know. Andrew, Hurricane Charlie. I mean, a bunch of names.
So luckily, knock on wood, all the hurricanes the past couple of years that they've said are going to hit Tampa have not hit Tampa. They've turned.
Yeah.
So we've gotten very, very lucky here.
It's like people joke around. There's like a protective shield around Tampa Bay.
Yeah. So anyhow, with us traveling next week, we're a little nervous. Well, I'm a little nervous.
But the planets may align.
It's not that being on a cruise ship, they'll avoid the storm at all costs.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So I'm not worried about that.
They got all kinds of measuring equipment.
It's just getting there and getting on the ship.
The logistics of it.
And then they could change our ports, which we really picked this, which you shouldn't, based off of the what do you call it?
What, the ports?
The destination.
The destination.
So, well, we've been there before, so it's not really a big deal if we miss it. It's Coco Cay and Nassau. Yeah.
Although it's one of our favorite islands.
Yeah. So anyhow, so you always take these risks when you are traveling during hurricane season.
Especially with the Caribbean.
Especially with so Hurricane Debbie that just came through. So there was 2 cruises out of Tampa. There was the Margaritaville and there was the Paradise. And they both ended up not being able to get back the day they were supposed to get back. So because the port was still closed, even though the storm was gone, the port cannot open until everything is declared safe and operational. So it took a whole day for that. So they were, I think Margaritaville was 2 days getting back and Paradise was 1 day getting back. So they all had an extra day or days at sea. So
would you like that?
I would like that, but it depends. Like,
depends on the ship.
It depends on the ship. Well, no, I would like it. Don't get me wrong. But if I had something I had to be back for that I was planned.
Oh, like work. Yeah. Work, meetings, projects.
Right. Like if I had an obligation I was supposed to be at, then I wouldn't like it. Yeah. But like last time we were on a ship, we had a family emergency. So if we were delayed, that would have been a big deal.
But assuming if your son's being handled by
he's talking about the dog.
Yeah, your dog is handled by your parents, right?
My parents aren't going to have the dog.
Not just hypothetical. Oh. Hypothetical. They're taking care of the plant of your dog. So you don't have to worry about the dog. You don't have to worry about work because if, let's say plenty of PTO, right?
Well, it's a holiday.
Yeah. Well, hypothetical, right? Pretend.
Hypothetical, guys.
Hypo. Okay. Would you mind that extra sea day?
No.
Because
I like sea days. You're the one who gets kind of a little antsy on your sea days.
Yeah, it depends how many days. But
he gets homesick.
I do get homesick. But
he's a homebody.
You don't mind. We're both homebodies.
Yeah, but you get like homesick. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I could go sit by the pool, have a cocktail, and relax. All day I could do that.
No, you'll be trolling Facebook.
He would be antsy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would drive you nuts. I'll be like, let's do this. Let's do that.
And I'd be like, no.
I'll be inventing games. Like, I usually bring like a lot of board games and whatnot. And it just drives you nuts, right? You're like.
I just like to go relax, have a good time, have a few drinks.
I'm like, let's play dominoes. Let's do this. Let's do that. And I'm like, no, just leave me alone to the slot machines and some liquor.
Yeah. So usually, back to my topic here. So they would reroute if they had to. If it was an area where the hurricane was going, they would reroute. So you don't need to worry about that.
So you would be safe, but you'd still be in the boat.
The water might be a little rough.
It'll be choppy.
So definitely during hurricane season, I would bring, what's that stuff called? The motion sickness stuff. Whatever it's called. I would definitely bring some of that during hurricanes because you never know. It doesn't have to be a hurricane for the water to be rough. It could be a tropical depression. It could be a tropical storm. It could be anything. So I would definitely bring some.
So in your to-do bag, your weather bag, you would say motion sickness pills, top priority.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Not that we normally get seasick, but again, the waters will be very rough if there is something out there.
I only got seasick once. Remember that? On our first cruise trip together. You remember that?
No.
It was Oasis of the Seas.
No.
Yeah.
We got seasick with my parents on the Mariner.
No,
we had to go down we were at breakfast and then we started to get like really seasick.
Not me.
So the tip is if you do get seasick, and I did not know this, you go down to a lower floor, like the third or fourth floor, and you just sit there for a minute. And it worked. Like I just laid on the lounge chair and it just
Oh, find a chair.
Yeah.
Don't sit on the floor.
No.
We have to be specific.
But they say the lower you are. So yeah, then we
the lower to the ship, then the less it's rocky.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is it also close center to the ship as well? To be center of the ship?
I don't know. But you got to know the boat is the ship is always moving. So eventually you're going to get out of the rough water. You're not going to be there forever.
No, you're not going to just, embrace it and go up to like the highest deck and just challenge God.
Well, there was one time that we did try to go up to the highest deck. And so, during a storm like that, they close it because you're at the top.
That's true. We did try that once. What was that? Was that Mariner of the Seas?
I think so. We got kicked out.
Yeah, we got kicked out. We tried to go into like the adult area, was it? Or something like that. It was like the highest deck there during a storm. Mm-hmm. And we're like, oh yeah, let's check it out. Let's see how windy it is. And they blocked it off. And
we couldn't go. We do have a question here. Let me make sure I didn't skip anybody above this. Sorry, you guys. I started talking and forgot to mark where we left off. Kim Marshy says, how many times has your cruise been canceled or ports rerouted because of a cruise?
Another cruise?
I think she meant a storm.
Oh.
So we've never been rerouted because of a storm, but when we were on our Alaska cruise, we were supposed to go through the glaciers and there was fog, so they did not risk it and go through. So
through the glaciers or close to the glaciers?
We were supposed to go like close to the glacier.
Yeah, like within like 3 miles.
But they wouldn't do it because of the fog. So we just stayed out.
Really foggy. At sea. I never seen that level of fog before, right? It was just to the point where you can only see a few feet ahead. And it's so like mysterious. Your mind starts playing tricks on you of like, are there sea monsters out there? Or are you going to accidentally hit land or hit another ship?
And we were actually really upset. And Kim Marshy, thanks for coming in too. But we were really upset because that was one of those cruises that we specifically booked to see the glaciers. So it ended up that we had another stop after we were supposed to do that, and we did a glacier excursion. So it kind of made up for it.
Yeah. They kind of like cleared the skies afterwards.
Yeah, the skies cleared up.
We kind of lucked out. The nice.
But we've never been rerouted because of weather.
No, but we have been through some rough seas because of a nearby storm and stuff. And it can be quite interesting because it depends if you have your sea legs or not, if you're that sensitive to motion sickness. It's funny to like watch all the servers trying to serve food and everyone's like with their drinks walking all zigzag and whatnot. But it depends. Like there's some people out there. Tell me this, hon. Do you like just watching the rainfall in like the stateroom balcony? Like weather watch?
Yeah, like I'll sit out there and I love sitting out on the balcony.
And weather watch?
Well, anything watch. Nature, weather. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love sitting out on the balcony. So I love having a balcony, but
with the weather,
these next 3 cruises we've got, we don't have a balcony because they were way too expensive.
Yeah. We'll use our imaginations.
So do I want to sit out? Yeah, I'll sit outside.
We did that once too, right? Mm-hmm. It was in the Carnival celebration. You remember that? When we were
it was pouring down rain.
Puerto Rico. It was pouring down rain and we were just watching people just hurry to their ships.
Yeah. So let me come down. There's still some more people, some comments in here. We have PK Adventure Travels who's come in. Thank you so much. Mike and Rihanna, have you ever been rerouted to another port? Like what happened in Baltimore where the ships go rerouted to another port coming back? No, we've never been rerouted.
No, we lucked out. Knock on wood.
Actually, there was one. It wasn't because of weather. I forgot why we got rerouted, but we were on something and we ended up in
Mariner. Our Mariner of the Seas went to Grand Cayman.
But I don't remember why.
Yeah.
But we were supposed to be at sea, and they went to a port instead because they had to get supplies.
Yeah. And then we crashed another ship.
Yeah, then we hit another ship. Well, we didn't hit another ship. Another ship hit us.
Yeah, another ship hit us.
You are everywhere, my friend. Scott, we know who you're talking about.
I want to say like I've been in like Cat 3, Cat 4 hurricanes, not in sea, but in land. I never been on a Cat 5 because I've been lucky. It avoided us. I have been to like those museums where they have the hurricane simulators. You get to experience a Cat 5 in person, and God, the winds are so
Yeah.
strong. No one realized how much strong winds are. It's to the point where it's really hard to stand up straight, upright.
Well, the last cruise we were on, or not cruise,
Mm.
but the last Debbie that came through here,
Yeah,
when we were just standing out at the water on our live,
that was
strong, and
an
that was a
ordeal.
tropical storm.
That was just a tropical storm wind,
And it wasn't even like over us.
but it was just because of the right location and just the direction of the wind in our direction. It was just it was hard to walk through, right? Even you had to pick the dog up because you were scared the dog would get blown away.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
You have to go find the seasick button on deck 0. Yeah. You know where Cheryl's one deck down when you say you need to go decks down, yeah. Because of the storm, question mark. I don't know what she's asking. I came at a strange moment. What her out there? Well, hello, Alyssa. Thanks for coming in. I don't know what you're trying to say. Nothing. Oh, I think she's asking if there's a storm out there. There's no storm.
No, there is no storm. We're just, we're trying to mentally prepare ourselves because like we said, now the dog is playing with his toys, by the way, in the background.
That's what you probably hear.
That, we're approaching the peak of hurricane season here in the state of Florida. And yet we have 2 cruise trips coming up
in the next few weeks.
And we're like crossing our fingers that it's going to be nothing but clear skies. So things go smoothly, but you never know.
That's right. Emily has come in. Hello, Emily. Just scrolling down, see if there's any other questions. Hey, the Bud Files, thanks for coming in. And never CX, but we have had 3 incidents that occurred that caused a timeline shift. Well, in the end, only 2 really. So that we were on Mariner of the Seas and we were parked in what port were we in?
That was
not Costa Maya. It was the one that it was supposed to be a sea day that we just said that we were at.
Grand Cayman.
Grand Cayman, yeah. So we were parked and we were in the buffet having lunch. And all of a sudden I feel a boom. And and all of a sudden
it was like a shake that seemed like an earthquake.
And there was no storm. There was no storm.
Yeah.
Everybody runs to the window of the buffet.
Oh, the windjammer.
And people are like, we crashed.
And then I remember like I was coming back from like having second and thirds in my lunch. And you come to me and you yell at me. It's like, we crashed. And I'm like, what do you mean we crashed? How come you crashed? The ship's not moving.
Yeah.
And then you told me to hurry up into the window.
What happened was a barge was pulling out of the port and it hit us. So then this goes back to what PK Adventures is talking about with incidents. So what happened was we had to wait for, I think it was the Coast Guard to come, and they had to do an inspection on the ship because there was a hole in the ship at this point. So they had to declare everything was safe before we could pull off. So, and we were kind of upset because the next port that we were going to was Coco Cay, which is our favorite island. And we might have had to miss it the next day if we couldn't get out. And then they'd have to figure out how to get us all out of there. But
we could have been stuck there
and they could have had to fly us out. But anyhow, everything was declared safe. The hole was like up high enough to where the water wouldn't.
Yeah, I was like, say, deck 7 or 8, like that. But if it were a few decks below, it would be like an abandoned ship kind of situation, which is crazy to think about, right?
Yeah.
And they had to bring in 2 tugboats to tug the other ship that crashed into us to pry it out because it crashed into the Mariner of the Sea so hard that it wedged itself. It was like metal upon metal contact, and it was really hard for them to separate them apart. So it was this whole operation.
Yeah.
To just yank the ships apart.
And everybody was freaking out. The cruise was going to be canceled, but things happen, and like PK Adventure says, you could have a time shift. They can move you to different ports.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. So
especially in the Caribbean, because the weather can change in the drop of the hat.
So. Which brings me to another thing. So when you are traveling from another state, always, especially during hurricane season, I would allow a cushion day, just because you live in, I don't know, North Carolina, and you're flying out of Texas, but the hurricane is coming into Florida. There's a ripple effect on all of those flights.
Yeah,
right?
They get backlogged.
They get backlogged because they have to move flights around, because if something's hitting Tampa, they're not going to leave planes here. They're going to fly them somewhere else. They're going to get them out of here.
Yeah.
So it's a whole ripple effect, no matter where you are or where you're trying to go. So I would definitely, and I would also have travel insurance at that point, because you never know what can happen.
Yeah, so it's a good idea to cushion it. There's always those daredevils and be like, no, I'm going to fly out the day of embarking or whatnot. I don't know. I don't know if you ever do that. You'd be so nervous.
When we did our Alaska cruise and flew out to Seattle, because we don't really, because we live in Florida, we don't think about these things, because we drive to most of the ports.
Yeah.
Well, now we have realized when doing that Seattle trip, what a lot of people have to go through. Our flights got changed 3 times, 3 different routes.
Yeah. That was a whole ordeal, having to reschedule it yet again for the third time.
So,
and you just imagine if we were traveling during that CrowdStrike era.
Oh, I would have been a nervous wreck.
You would have been so nervous and so mad at the same time too, because that backlog lasted for several weeks, right? It was a big thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
The third, we were shifted from a west to an east coast Caribbean, but the storm moved. We went back to the original itinerary. Well, that's good. Yeah, and sometimes they have to move stuff as a precaution because they can't wait till the last minute. So, and then the storm ends up moving and they can move stuff back. So,
yeah. But yeah, I mean, it depends on the person too, because I can imagine some people being excited for a nearby hurricane if they are into like weather chasing or storm chasing.
Alyssa, I already said hi to Alyssa. The Bud Files, if I haven't said hello to you, hello and welcome M. I was looking at Emily's name. We've missed Caymans once due to high winds and we could not tender. The other, we moved up from our time at Cozumel to earlier to stay ahead of the incoming hurricane. And that's another thing too. So if you see a hurricane is coming, I would probably look at my flight, because I would try to get in earlier than later. I would try to see if I could bump it up and go a day earlier.
Yeah, and cushion it for sure.
And cushion it. But you have to hurry, because if there's evacuation, so let's just say you're flying in from North Carolina and places in Florida are evacuating, the hotels are all going to book up, because that's where people evacuate to.
Yeah, that happened to us a few times too. Yeah.
I would immediately get on the phone and hold a hotel room.
That's true. It depends. Yeah, it depends on the direction of the storm, how severe it is, and what the spaghetti models show. Yeah, but in general, you have to be just flexible. That your ports and destinations might change, depending upon you have to tender there or not. You just have to be very flexible. So, what are other items do you think that is wise to bring that are weather related to weather out any storms out in the seas? What do you think? You already mentioned one, motion sickness pills. What about another one?
A raincoat.
A raincoat? What about either a raincoat or a poncho? In my case, it's a poncho.
Well, same
kind.
I mean, an umbrella ain't gonna do you any good, because it's gonna blow right out of you.
What about a waterproof bag, which we have?
Yes.
We have a waterproof bag.
I would definitely bring a waterproof bag.
and obviously an umbrella.
The umbrella ain't gonna do anything.
They're not gonna do anything. It could.
If it's a windy storm,
Well, if it's like a
it's
hurricane,
gonna blow right out of your hand.
Yeah, you're gonna be like Mary Poppins out in the sea. Yeah, it's blown away. And what about this?
Hold on. Here's a question. There is a question. Kim Marshy says, "Are there some months that you don't cruise to avoid the potential of a storm?"
Yeah, September, like we're doing.
Those are the months you probably shouldn't be.
Learn from us.
We're doing it.
Yeah, but we're doing it because that's how we do in destination fun. We're thrill seekers.
Well, the reason why, I will tell you why we are cruising. We are doing 2 group cruises. We're doing one on the Celebrity Reflection, which was a group cruise, and we got an awesome deal on it.
Yeah.
And then the other one is Utopia, which we really, really, really want to get on Utopia, the Seas. And that's a group cruise with a bunch of people that we have never met before and we want to meet. Yeah,
so it's like the planets aligning towards that. If it wasn't for those factors, we most likely would have booked more towards the tail end of September, if not over October. By then, the hurricane and storm activity tends to die down so much that the risk of us being caught in the storm is in the low side.
But I will say I'm really nervous for the Utopia because that's dead in the middle of September, number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2, it is only a 3-night cruise. So if that thing is delayed because there's a storm out there and it's delayed coming back, they could just cancel our whole itinerary.
That's true. Or glass half full view, they could extend it. We can get extra 4th day.
They're not going to extend it. There's another cruise already going out right after.
You never know. It depends on the storm and the location.
He's living a dream.
Come on, you gotta be positive. Think positive, right?
But so that makes me nervous a little bit about that one because it is a 3-night cruise, and if it's a day late coming back here,
oh well,
they could cancel it, or we could just be at sea for 2 days.
We'll get a credit though. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
We just have to
again though that ship is more about the ship and not the destination. So if we have to go, if we miss 1 whole day and we're out there for 2 days at sea, I'm fine with it.
Or they can just veer off to some other ocean and totally miss the storm altogether. So
but to answer your question, Kim, we don't normally go in September. We normally do October and November.
Yeah, we're usually trying to take a go during when kids are back to school. That's where prices tend to drop and try to grab some of those good cruising deals. Another item I think that you should bring is anti-slip shoes.
All my shoes are anti-slip shoes.
All of them? Not all of them.
What do you mean anti-slip? I don't slip in them.
It's when they get wet, when on like a wet surface. There's special traction.
You're talking about like sneakers.
Shoes.
Waterproof sneakers.
Not flip-flops. You're thinking of flip-flops. To her folks, flip-flops are shoes. Tell me in the comments if that's a true thing. Because you and your $400 flip-flops are shoes. Ugh. But no, sneakers, like maybe like hiking. Well, I don't want to say hiking boots. That's a bit extreme. But yeah, shoes, sneakers.
Sure.
Yeah. You think that's a wise thing to do?
I always bring sneakers because I go walking on the track every day.
Well, you have your Vessi shoes. I don't know if they're the anti-slip, but they're
while he's still sleeping, I go take a walk in the morning.
Walk to the buffet, more like
No, I walk around the little track.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Ocean has come in. Hello, Bruce. Bruce, you're live at 9, right? Tonight? I think you're live. Last week you canceled, but I think you're live tonight. So check out Ocean. Jennifer, hello. Thanks for coming in.
Hey, Jenny.
And we got Denise from Bone Tired Travelers. Thanks for coming in, Denise.
They are bone tired, boss.
And like we've got Carmen Lynn for the win. Hello.
For the win.
Thanks for coming in. And we got the Z Show. Good evening, content creators.
Z man.
Z, I haven't seen you in forever.
Yeah, how you doing, Z?
I have been so busy. I haven't really been on YouTube as much the last 2 weeks. So.
Z's question.
Yeah, but let's see. No. Bill? Bill's doing good. Bill's resting.
Yeah, for a second there, we've been a little worried about Bill because we hadn't heard much about Bill. There was, some thoughts of having a betting
No,
pool.
but yeah, we've been very worried about Bill, but Bill's okay. We heard
But
from him
we finally
yesterday.
heard him back, and he said he's doing fine. So
I'm just scrolling down here. Event Yours has a question. Oh wait, hold on. There's one above her. I had to move my travel day up. Yeah, it happens. It happens because if there's any storm announced, even a snowstorm, the airlines just get so backed up when
do
anything
you
is.
think that it's worse here in Florida than other states with the storm activity? Are your
Yes.
eyes okay? You want me to spin
Now
you?
my contact on this eye. So
You think Florida is more prone to storms or storm delays, storm caused delays than, let's say, California?
yes,
Yeah, right.
yeah.
So it's a bit of a risk. So you're rolling a little bit of the dice there.
Anywhere in the
Launching from Florida.
Caribbean is at risk.
You think?
Yeah.
I would say no. That's true.
If you know it's hurricane season, is it best to stay in an interior cabin versus a balcony?
It depends if you're a daredevil or not.
Well,
You tell me, event.
If it's really bad, if you're going through some rough waters, they usually lock the balconies where you can't go out on your balcony.
Yeah.
And like I said,
it depends how bad it gets.
And they won't even let you up on the top floor outside.
I would say this, like if you're in an interior cabin, yes, you're better shielded from the outside storm elements, but you don't really have a view of the horizon. Therefore, you might be more subject to getting motion sickness, depending upon where you're at in the ship. So I would say it's probably a net benefit to have a balcony, or at least like a port window.
But they do lock them if it's really dangerous weather.
Even they're not going to make you with your liability reasons.
Yeah, they lock them where you can't even go outside.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't even know if we've ever had an interior cabin. We do now.
During a storm, you mean?
No, just in general. I don't think we've. Well, I think we stayed in one.
Yeah, we stayed in.
I don't really like interior cabins, and it's not like I don't like them. I take that back. I don't like them because he sleeps in. I don't. So I like to go sit outside and have my coffee while he's still sleeping. So that's kind of I'm still there, but I'm out.
No, we used to be interior cabin people until we went on, I think it was Serenade of the Seas with your parents. That was our first experience of a balcony.
Oh, and they upgraded us.
They upgraded us.
We didn't know it.
By chance, by accident.
We walked in and we thought we had an inside cabin.
It was like
a balcony.
The difference between night and day. And ever since then, you've been hooked.
Yeah, because I like to go outside in the morning and he's still snoring.
I want to block the light. I need my.
Hi, I can never pronounce this.
Wait. Let's hear it. Pronounce it.
Hikanuki World Tour.
Yeah, over there. Hikanuki.
Oh, they just got back from Utopia.
They just got back?
Oh, you have to let us know how it is. We are on it in like a month.
Yeah, tell us.
Tell us how it was.
The juicy details.
M says, question. Do those waterproof bags actually work?
It depends on the bag. So if you're talking about like a book bag made out of like some sort of denim material, yeah, it depends on the amount of moisture and the IP rating of it. The bag we're talking about is bags that are like meant for like beaches or like going out and fishing. They're like these plastic material.
Do you have it easily accessible?
I probably could fetch it.
I'll show you what it looks like.
Give me a second.
So we were actually on an excursion on our cruise, maybe 2 cruises ago. And
it was the cenote.
Yes, we were going to the cenote. And somebody on the tour bus had this bag. And I was like, that's what we need. And it happened to be Black Friday. So I got on Amazon and ordered it. But it's like a backpack and you can take it hiking. You can take it to the beach. You could take it. It's like this big, like satchel and it's waterproof and you can fit like a whole thing. Hold on. He's got it here.
I got it right here.
So I saw this guy with it.
It was a bit of like an impulse buy because you saw the guy have this like a yellow version of this bag. It's called a dry bag.
It's called a dry bag.
And
it's also
you bought it right away. Like you went to Amazon and bought it right then and there.
A backpack.
And I'm thinking to myself, oh no, let's think about it.
And it's got up here a seal.
A seal. So it's like a big giant plastic bag.
Yeah. You can take it hiking, you can take it anywhere.
Look at that. Look at that interior there. And it's a very thick plastic material. So the idea here is once you put your stuff in there, you roll it up like this. And then you have these clip-ons that bend it and clip like this way. And at that point, you have straps and you're able to carry it like a bag.
And it floats.
And it floats. It works. We took it out and used it already on the beach here in Florida. And it works very well. It kept everything dry. The bags that we tried, those other ones that are like meant for like protecting phones, the waterproof phone cases.
We've had a hard time with those. Yeah.
So yeah, we recommend this, even though it's a little bit pricey.
This we've taken it right with us in the water. It just floats.
Yep.
And we have everything with us.
Yeah.
So we bought it.
I recommend it. A little handle right here.
So if we ever went back to Alaska, this is something I would definitely take with us to Alaska since it's always raining.
Yeah.
I would definitely take something like this.
And we're planning to take this with us in these upcoming September cruise trips.
Yeah.
Because even if it doesn't rain, it's still a good beach bag in general. You see how it rolls up and collapses? And
it's very easy and foldable. And yeah.
So highly recommend.
And I don't even think it was that expensive. I want to say it was probably like $20.
Was it? I thought it was a lot more.
I think it was Black Friday, but
you got to buy.
What I'll do is I'll go back to my Amazon account after this live and I'll put it in the description. So if you're on the replay or if you want to go back and look after this, I'll post the Amazon link.
But yeah, I'm glad that you actually bought that. It turned out to be quite.
Yeah, he complained. What do you mean you bought it? I was like, I bought it.
It's like let's think about it first. And we already had these other waterproof like bags, and they were like, but I'm glad you bought that. So you made a good call, my dear.
Oh, y'all heard that firsthand.
There you go. There's a recording of it now on the internet.
Loved Utopia. 4-day, too short to see and do everything. We'll have to do it again.
That's our worries, is that it's going to be a very go trip because not only is it 3 days, not only is it a mega ship, but then you have your group cruisers that we're going to join. So it's going to be a lot.
And that's the thing. I was actually watching a video today of some people that we know that were on Utopia for the inaugural. And they said, because they did a pros and cons, and that was one of the cons. It's way too short. There's way too many activities. Well, there's never enough activity. Never too many, but there was just so much in the 3 days, plus wanting to see everybody, right, that they were on there with and spend time. And if you want to get off in a port, there's no way to do it if you want to see everything.
Plus the places to eat. There's only so many times you can fill your belly up with
food. Said there was no way that they could have done all 24 or 25 restaurants.
Yeah.
So they definitely want to book it again. But they said if they lived in Florida, they would book it like once a month.
Really? They loved it that much?
Yeah. They said there's just so much. But I don't know if they've ever been on an Oasis class.
Do you think that's Royal Caribbean's secret scheme to create short trip,
so they're going to make more money,
so that we are forced to book it again 3 times? Darn it, they're getting us.
But I will say, did you guys do the railroad? We happened to get the railroad, but the price went up on it.
It did? Spiked?
Well, no, I'm talking about since the inaugural. It was $75 on the inaugural. We paid them $119.
Jesus.
But like they said on the pros and cons show I was watching today, you're getting a show.
Yeah.
You're getting kind of a ride, and you're getting dinner.
That's a loose definition of a ride, but I get what you're saying, that it moves. It does move. I don't know. We'll see. I will be cautiously optimistic about that train dinner.
So working on Utopia videos, probably we'll have to take a look at them. We'll definitely look at them.
And stay tuned because I got to work on our Allure of the Seas videos where I talk about other items that we found useful to bring on a cruise trip too. So stay tuned for that as well.
Okay. I was making sure I was sub to them.
We're sub. So yeah, we highly recommend that waterproof bag. And Utopia, it's gonna be a blur. So I wish they did 4 days though. You're saying
They
only
do 4 days.
Really?
They do 4 days.
Oh, we should have booked a 4 day.
Well, the 4 day, the only difference is a sea day, 1 sea day.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'll book the other leg of it with Jennifer and Andrew, and we'll do a back to back.
No, then you're gonna cancel this one, right?
No.
No, I'm talking about like stretching out the one that we're in now. That would have been nice. Because I think 3 days is a little too short.
Well, most of the people on the group cruise were doing the 3 day.
Yeah, you want to see your tribe. I get it.
My Crocs are not anti-slip. I can confirm. Felt like Bambi and the Lido deck. Not a pretty sight.
Crocs on a wet Lido deck. That is vlog worthy, Jen. Definitely record yourself that. I would so watch the heck out of it.
Flip flops are not shoes.
There you go. Thank you, Ian. See?
And they're shoes for me. They're shoes for me. We have booked it for next year. Glad you all enjoyed it. Ooh, filling up the bucket. I think a lot of people are really starting to hop on this Utopia. Ocean to Ocean is on at 9, so make sure you check them out at 9 p.m. tonight. We got Fearless Rambler in the house. Hello. Thanks for coming in.
Howdy.
And we got Arc Adventures in the house. You know who they are. We went and met them with Beach Please in Orlando.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yes, the Disney couple.
I have to give him.
We gotta do more Disney stuff together.
Yeah. We are going Arc Adventures. I don't know if you are in town, but the weekend of September. Hold on. September 20th and 21st, some of us will be there from YouTube at Disney. So let us know. I think we're doing Epcot that Saturday.
Are we still going to Universal, or is that canceled?
No, I gotta move our tickets.
We're gonna move our stuff. Darn it.
I'll check out your videos when posted. We're all gonna check them out.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
one of those things like we haven't even talked about all the Disney news about them expanding their parks. And the Universal, how they really are stepping up their games with their.
Well, we used to do Disney lives on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Me and Jennifer. Maybe we should get back to that, and you can come give us all the Disney news. The problem is, Jennifer, he's not up.
Like how early are we talking about here?
I want to say it was like 9, 10.
That'd be doable with the right cup of coffee.
Wait a minute.
Maybe.
Jen, good to know about the Crocs. Everyone talks about them.
Yes. Careful with the Crocs.
What about Loyal to Royal sign in the back? Yes. So we got this off of, there is a YouTubers called Views and Cues, and they sell this in their Etsy shop. They have one for Carnival. They have one for Royal. And I don't know who else they have. I think they have one more.
I don't know.
But you scratch it off. You can scratch off each. This is how you can keep track. We haven't scratched it off, but it comes with a little scratcher. And you can scratch off each of the ships you've been on. And it actually gives you facts about each ship.
It's a guitar pick, by the way. That's the scratcher.
Right. It gives you like the gross tons of the ship, the maiden voyage, and the number of passengers.
It's very well designed from a graphic design perspective. They did an excellent job. I got this for her for Christmas, and it's one of those things that it was quite challenging to like order it and sneak it in here without you knowing, because you like spy on everything that I do.
I was going to order it myself.
And she was going to order it herself, and I remember like trying to like badmouth it, like, oh no, I heard it sucks, don't get it, no. Well, secretly I was ordering it for her as a present, and I remember like leaving special instructions for the delivery person when they knocked on the door. I like ran quickly because I didn't want you to get it and realize what it was.
Because it came in like a tube.
And it came in a little tube. I quickly grabbed it, and then the other challenge was to find a frame for it, because those frames, they can be quite expensive depending upon the size of the frame. So I had to like secretly hunt for that, and then put it in the frame without you noticing in the background,
So
and then secretly wrap it.
So it does tell you,
I got
for
Christmas paper.
instance, let's see, Mariner of the Seas. So it tells you here it's 139,863 tons. Its first voyage was November 16th, 2003, and it holds 4,000 passengers. So
Yeah.
it gives you like that little breakdown.
And we also have the Carnival one out there in the closet. We have to
Yeah, we got to
put
frame it still.
put up there.
Let me see here. Let me scroll down. We have, yes, you guys subscribe to each other. Make sure you do hashtag defund to share out your channel. Warmstrong.
What?
Hey.
The legend.
Wow, thanks
The
for coming
legend?
in. Thank you so much for coming in.
Oh,
I know
look
you're
at
not
Bill.
feeling
Bill's
well.
thanking Z for asking. Oh,
Yeah.
They're bro love. Bro love.
Let's
Bro love.
see.
But yeah, Bill, we're glad that you're vertical.
Yes. We're glad you are doing better.
You're doing better.
So they're saying they love the mason jar on Utopia, although it's been a bit pricey, but so much food and so good.
That does look interesting.
I heard there was
food,
a complaint about mason jar, not the food. I heard the food was great. The complaint was that they have the brunch, which is supposed to be what they're known for. They only have it on embarkation day.
Yeah.
So I heard that that's a bummer because you're rushing, and
yeah, that's you know, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
You only have a small little window, and they get booked up.
Right, and if it's the 4-day, they should really have the brunch on the C day. But yeah. Carnival Cruise Addicts, hello and welcome in.
Hey.
But I'm wondering if we should book mason jar. I heard the chicken waffle thing is amazing there.
Isn't there other mason jars in other ships?
Only on Wonder.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
You want to book Wonder? I'll book it.
My God. like hair trigger on that trigger. But no, I mean, I think like at least we managed to get on the special dining thing, which is the train thing.
Yeah,
I think that's the special.
That was like the one
unique to Utopia.
There's two unique things that we really want to do, and that was the train restaurant, and the Pesky Parrot restaurant, or not restaurant, but bar. Mostly, I think everything else besides the activities are on any Oasis show.
Yeah, we've been to Chops.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of Izzy Zoomies or whatever that sushi thing. Azumi, whatever.
We've been to Park Cafe.
We did the Italian restaurants already.
Yeah. So the two unique things of Utopia, besides the parties and stuff, we've already got the railroad.
And we'll see if this dinner train thing beats her most favorite dinner event ever, Wonderland.
I loved Wonderland.
She loved Wonderland. I think it was okay. It was like a one and done for me, but we'll see if this train thing really is worth the money and if it beats out Wonderland State.
Well, I don't think we would do it again. I think the train thing is a one and done.
Well, we'll see. Hold your reservations. It might be the best thing ever. You want to book it again?
Yeah, I don't think I would pay $120 again.
That's the thing. For that price, they better serve us some gold flakes of steaks or whatnot. I don't know.
Utopia was the first cruise we easily found loungers by the pool and in the solarium. Oh, fun fact about Utopia. I heard on somebody's Utopia video the other day that through the month from now through October, they are not filling the ship to capacity.
Why?
I guess till they get like all the kinks.
Oh, to like polish up their service.
Yes.
And training.
Yes. So their ships are not fully.
That's good that they're paying attention to quality.
Yep.
Quality of service and not quantity of money.
Yeah. So that's a good fun fact. And we're on in September, so it won't be fully booked. Thank you so much for shaking us. What kind of you? Shaking us.
Like the weather talk?
Oh.
And the weather station. Don't worry, Em. You got this. Don't worry. You know, you get used
We're
to some other
behind in the
things.
chat, like way behind. That's why I was like, what? We have dry bags and love them.
There you go. Bone tired.
And
They're not tired of
Carnival
them bags.
Cruise Addicts is giving a blanket hello.
Yep.
And Jennifer from Embarkation Nation, that's such a cool bag.
Yeah, it is.
And I would definitely get it for you guys because you're going to Alaska and it's perfect for if you like run into rain while you're out on your excursion.
Or if you want to, you know, go crab fishing out in the middle of nowhere and grow a long beard along with it. And
did our
get lost in the sea.
GoPro come with a waterproof bag?
Our GoPro?
It says GoPro has a waterproof bag.
I don't think so. Ours was just a regular bag.
Oh.
Well, ours is like the 360 model of GoPro. So I don't know.
The waterproof bag looks awesome. Again, thank you for showing us how to use it. And you are very welcome.
Yeah, they have different sizes too, depending upon, you know, how much stuff you want to carry. They can get pretty big in size if you want.
Take a pillow too with you. What the blanket?
I
got that. Yeah, because they said blanket hello. So Controversial is telling them to take a blanket or take a pillow.
Oh, to the blanket. Ah, ha, ha.
They found a way to see all the bars. You saw all 24 bars on Utopia?
That's crazy. That's something like Beach Please would do, right? Just go bar hopping.
They did. I think they did an 8-hour bar tour.
8 hours? Jesus, they're like.
But there's 24 bars.
They're like, their livers are made.
Hey, Mary Ellen, Dylan, thanks for coming in.
That's crazy.
Are you still out at sea, Mary Ellen?
There's 24 bars. That's crazy that a ship has that many bars. That is crazy. That's hard to mentally cap. What?
Jennifer, come with us.
Come with us?
On the second leg.
Of what?
Utopia.
Oh, you're talking about Utopia. I don't know what
you
remember you said. All I heard was yes and exclamation marks.
Remember you said.
About Disney.
No, you said we should have done the 4-day. They're doing the back-to-back.
Yeah, but you don't want to give up on your group cruise. So.
What group cruise?
It
is. That's part of it. That's the second half of it.
Oh, you're talking about extending it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about replacing it.
No.
Oh.
Definitely do the train dinner. Tinkerbell did the train dinner and loved it. She did a video. Yeah, I want to do it. And the rolls look really good.
Yeah, you would dig the food, huh? You being a foodie, I could definitely see you.
Okay, so Kim says we are going on Utopia on November 4th for 4 nights. We'll have to check back and see how you liked it. That's exciting. That's exciting. And
who knows? We might hate it.
Utopia only goes to Nassau and Coco Cay. The only difference between the 3-day and the 4-day is a sea day.
You never know.
A 3-day cruise for me is too short unless I'm already in Florida. In November, when we get off the Utopia, we're doing a back-to-back on a 3-day. We live in Georgia, so we have to. And I agree. If we didn't live here, I totally agree, and I would do a back-to-back with something else.
Or book a longer trip, cruise trip.
Right. Or book, the 4-day and the 3. Or some people don't want to go to the same destination twice.
Or
that's where they're getting you. Utopia.
That's true,
I think Utopia would be better at selling a 3- and 4-day back-to-back if they changed the destinations. A lot of people don't want to book it because it goes to the same
place.
Same place.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
That would be kind of a bit of a boring side.
Utopia is too pricey for me as a solo. Well, I think eventually, Mary Ellen, they'll drop it because
hopefully drop it.
I was just looking at Wonder, and Wonder, like last year before Icon came out, was crazy expensive. Now you could do like a 7-day for under like $800, or maybe a little over 800. But before it was almost $2,000.
Wonder of the Seas carries like what, close to 8,000 people. Like it's up there when it comes to how many people.
But I think next year Wonder is actually moving to Miami, and they're going to be doing 3- and 4-night cruises on Wonder. Wonder's on here.
Yeah, it's all the way up on top, somewhere up top.
Wonder holds 7,084 passengers.
See, I only exaggerated a little bit. 7,000 and change. It was a lot because your parents hated it. Hated Wonder of the Seas because there was too many.
They didn't like it. They said the elevators were just crazy. Like You had to wait forever for an
Yeah.
elevator. There was way too many people.
I don't know.
Hey,
we'll see.
Keisha. Thanks for coming in, Keisha.
Then again, we heard from other people that they loved Wonder of the Seas because it was a very still high tech looking ship.
Shoes for me are casual, fancy, and water shoes, not flip flops.
See, there you go.
Mine are like flip flops. They're sandals.
No, sandals. That's different.
They're crossover. They're a crossover between flip flops and sandals.
You and your Louis Vuitton.
They're not Louis Vuitton. They're Target. They're Target. I don't know Louis Vuitton.
We're going to have to check the receipts on that one, the records.
We are looking at booking the Carnival celebration for 2026. We like the Carnival celebration.
We do. They had a lot of free food options, a lot of restaurants there that we really liked. They don't really try to nickel and dime you like some of the other places.
Yeah. Mary Ellen Dillon, the September will be at Disney, September 20th and 21st. Are you going to be here? You want to meet us? Let us know, Mary Ellen. We'll be at Epcot that Saturday. I think Saturday's the 21st.
Are we doing like food and wine? Is that what
it'll be the Food and Wine Festival at Epcot. Maybe bring back Saturday morning lives. Maybe. Maybe, Jennifer.
Or like at least like a special edition to cover all this.
Yeah, maybe Jennifer.
Disney news. There's a lot of Disney news.
Let's talk. Maybe not every Saturday. Maybe we'll do it like once a month.
Like when there's like something worthy to talk about, Disney related or theme park related. Yeah, I can see that.
Did someone say scratch off? I don't think so. I don't think we were talking about scratch off.
Yeah, right here.
Oh, yeah. I'm so far behind in the chat.
Oh, man. Try to keep up.
September, Mary Ellen Dillon. So far, it's us, 9 o'clock Adventures, and a couple other channels. Yep. I'm just scrolling down, trying to get through here.
So, bottom line, the moral of the story of today's show is weather would not slow you down when it comes to cruising.
It wouldn't slow me down. I don't
know. You do get very nervous.
There's just a few hiccups that you have to do it.
Yes. So 1, pad your days during travel. 2 is to bring anti-slip shoes.
Yeah.
And 3, what's the number 3? To
make sure that you have travel insurance.
Travel insurance.
Yes.
There you go.
Sherry is ready to book it. Yes, I am.
Hair
Alyssa.
trigger.
Yeah.
Hair trigger.
Will G is getting on the Mariner in 8 days.
Oh, you like that shit.
I think the Mariner now is out of Galveston now. I think it moved from Port Canaveral over there. Pesky Parrot was a blast. Peanut butter. Somebody I saw had that the other day and it looked good. I want to try it. It sounds kind of funny, but I want to try it.
Is that the robot parrot?
Yeah, but this is a drink. Peanut butter. It's a peanut butter pina colada.
Peanut butter?
I don't know if it's pina colada, but
I don't know. Good. Yeah.
I'll try it. Mary Ellen says, ew.
Yeah, there you go, Mary. And I'm the same way like there. So
hey, Adventures with Uncle Dave. Thanks for coming in.
Hey, y'all.
Too bad they don't do 3, 4, and 7 and rotate.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of, right? Rotate. It'll be nice for like a 7-day and like that.
I think though they are really trying to leave it 3 to 4 days so you don't see everything and you book it again.
And then you book it again. And I'm telling you, we're getting all tricked by business.
Mm-hmm. Mary Ellen loves the celebration. I agree with Sherry. Definitely a sandal. She can't do that weekend. Oh, bummer. Mary Ellen, we got to see you. We haven't seen you in almost a year. It'll be a year in October. Are you doing I'm sure you're doing the Halloween one this year. Want to book a Halloween? Oh, you won't be here.
I'm going to be in the Halloween one.
Yeah, he's doing a Halloween one this year.
Yeah.
Maybe I should hop on your Halloween one.
You're itching for another one. Jeez, you are itching.
I got to look at the dates again on that one, Mary.
She's itching for a girls' trip.
Maybe I'll hop on that one since he's going to be...
You don't have to. You can just stay at home and take care of our son.
Oh, and it's on the same port you're out of, so
Look
that
at
wouldn't
that.
even work.
You know what I just said? When in one ear, out the other.
Yeah. Anywho, all right. So thank you everybody for coming in. We are not going to be live next Tuesday night because we're going to be getting ready to get out of here for our cruise. But we will be live, not Tuesday night. We will be live on next Friday night instead of Tuesday night for Sail Away on our cruise. I'm going to...
Oh, we're going to try to do that again?
Yeah.
Oh,
next
no.
Friday the 30th.
Last time we got yelled at with some lady. So
stay
tuned for that.
So how do I get this thing off of here? Oh, wait.
No, don't click on that. What are you doing?
I was looking at the calendar.
All right.
So we will not be live Tuesday night next week. But we will be live on Friday, probably around 3:30, 4 o'clock for Sail Away. I gotta put the thumbnail
and
up.
Stay tuned because we still have quite a bit of content to still publish.
Yeah, we have an Allure of the Seas video.
A bunch of short
that's
videos.
already been edited. We just gotta do the thumbnail.
And even some Christmas stuff. We recorded some Christmas trees too.
He's a little behind.
In life. And videos. I get it. I get what you're
But yeah, so next Friday we'll be live, but we won't be live Tuesday.
It'll eventually come out, yes.
And we will have that Allure video out though before
multiple
next week.
Because we got a lot of great footage of that Mexican restaurant El Sabor that they're going to get rid of. I can't believe. Talk about boneheaded move, and you're going to see why once we publish that video.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your week. Thanks for coming in.
Peace.
Bye.